Hi everyone, this is Gary Tonicourt from morethanasnapshot.com. Today I want to talk to you about a new filter for Luminar 2019. It's called AI Sky Enhancer, and it was released on November 1st. One of the great things about this filter is that Luminar is really getting into this AI technology, and what sets it apart from Lightroom and Photoshop and all these other programs is that it's so easy to use. You know, you could do all the same things in Lightroom or Photoshop, but it takes a lot of knowledge to be able to get the same effect. For example, if you did this in Photoshop, you'd have to know how to make selections or how to make masks to isolate certain parts of the sky. And then you'd need to know how to make the adjustments required to make the skies look better. And of course, we know skies in outdoor photos are very important. They need to look really good if your photo is going to look great. So in Luminar, the big advantage is the software goes in and analyzes your picture. It finds the sky, it masks out everything else, and then it makes the proper adjustments to the sky. It makes sometimes a deeper blue, sometimes it enhances the clouds, the texture, the exposure, all those sorts of things. So with just one slider, it does several different things, and it makes your life a whole lot easier, and it makes editing a whole lot quicker. So if you're a beginner, this is great. You can do some high-end editing without having to know all these technical things that you would have to do in Photoshop. And if you're an advanced user, it's still great because now you don't have to waste all that time making all those layers and masks and doing all that work. It just speeds everything up, and you can do it with one slider. So I'm going to put a link in the description down below so you can try a free trial and see if you're getting the same results that I was, if you're happy with this filter. And if you've tried this out, make sure you combine it with AI Accent. That also enhances your photo without having to do anything, and it changes several different things. And the combination of the AI Sky Enhancer and the AI Accent filter can really make a dramatic difference to your photo without really even having to know much about photo editing. So let's go into Luminar and take a look at some examples of how this could work. Alright, here we have an image that has some clouds and it has some highlights, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of detail in this sky. And the nice thing about this filter is it will go and find the sky and make adjustments for us without us having to do any masking. And also you have to remember that this filter was made to work with skies that have a little bit of light in them. So it'll work for anything from blue hour to blue hour. It's not really made for night photography, but let's give it a shot and see what it does with this sky. So I'm going to go to Add Filter and AI Sky Enhancer. Okay, here's my filter, AI Sky Enhancer. And it's just one slider, and you can increase the amount. And you can see the change that it's having in the sky. And if I go all the way to 100%, it makes a pretty dramatic change. Now notice, as I go back and forth, it's not changing anything else in the photo except for the sky. So it's protecting the rest of the image from this adjustment. Also, when you go to 100%, the software is intelligently protecting your picture from overdoing the effect. So if you want more out of this filter, you can get it by adding another layer and then apply more. And you can add as many of these layers as you want, and it will continue to adjust that sky. So that's important to know. Sometimes you might need a little more effect than others, and you'll need to add another layer to it. So, alright, let's say I try that. Another filter that tends to work well with Sky Enhancer is the other AI filter. It's called the Accent AI filter. And let's see if that does anything to help this image. It works on all the other tones in the image. And we'll brighten that up. Alright, so overall with two sliders, we made some pretty big improvements. Alright, here we have an image that has a lot of sky, and let's try the sky enhancing filter. You can really see it's bringing in a lot of color into the blue part of the sky, and it's bringing out a lot of detail in the clouds. That's probably overdone, so you can find the spot where you think it looks good. Again, I'll give a try to the accent AI filter and see how that affects the rest of the image. You can see it's bringing up the tones. Again, you'll find with most filters, being subtle is important. And let's go and try another image. Alright, this image has some clouds and some blue sky. We'll try the AI sky enhancing filter. And I like that effect. It's darkening the blue sky. I don't want to do it too much. And it's bringing in some detail to the clouds. So I'll just find a spot where I like what it's doing to the blue sky. Notice it's not affecting any of the trees. And it made a nice improvement. Here's the before. Here's the after. Let's take a look at that side by side. It's so simple, it just works. Alright, let's try another one. Alright, here we have a sky that could have some cloud detail in it. Let's try the filter. I'm going to go to Add Filter, AI Sky Enhancer. And then we'll slowly bring up the amount slider. And you can see the dramatic effect that it has on that sky. I'm not going to go crazy with the effect. I like a little highlight there, so I'm going to go maybe somewhere around there. Now let's try adding the accent filter and see how that helps the rest of the image. Alright, we don't need to go that dramatic. And here we are, 2 filters, and we've gone from this to this in no time. Alright, let's try another one. Alright, this image again has some fog and mist in the background. And let's see what kind of detail we can pull out of this sky. AI Sky Enhancer. And you can see it's darkening the sky and enhancing the clouds. I'm going to try and adding one more and see if doubling the effect brings out more detail. Yep, really darkening it now. Alright, I like that. Now let's try the accent filter. And we'll boost up the foreground. And there we have it. Here is the before and the after. See it side by side. There's much more detail in both the sky and the foreground. Alright, let's try another one. Here we have a bit more of a dramatic sunrise with the sky. I'm going to crop this a little bit so that we're mainly focusing on the sky. And the foreground here. Alright, let's add the AI Sky Enhancer. And I'll slowly increase it. And you can see this one is making quite a change. Again, notice it's not affecting the trees and most of the water. It might be intensifying the color in the water a little bit. It might see that as the reflection as part of the sky. Just for the heck of it, let's add another one. See if multiplying the effect helps. Wow, really getting a lot of detail now. I like that. It might be a little overdone. I think it really started to oversaturate those colors. So I'm going to try a mask. And I'm going to use the brush. And I'm going to erase from this part of the sky. I don't want the effect to be too strong up there. And there we have it. Before and after. All right. So let's click done on that one. Just for the heck of it, let's add the accent filter. All right, that starts getting a little crazy, so I'll back off on that one. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So now we went from here to here with 2 sliders. It was pretty simple. I didn't have to do any masking, and I think the results are pretty dramatic. Look at the difference in that sky. And if you think that's too much, you can always back off by lowering the amount on the slider. It's so simple. So I hope you enjoyed these little previews. I would recommend going and downloading the free trial, trying it out on your images for yourself to see how they look and how it works for you. Well, as you can see, Luminar's AI Sky Enhancer has a lot of power. It's quick and it's easy, and you can really get the job done in no time. So again, if you want to check it out, there's a link down in the description. You can try the free trial. If you like it, you can purchase it through that link and use the coupon code Snapshot, and you get $10 off. I am an affiliate for them, so you'll also be helping out my channel. And don't forget, if you like this video, to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.